You're sweating at the gym, pumping iron, craving that muscle growth, but here's the kicker. You're on a keto diet. That's right, folks. You're living the high-fat, low-carb life. It's all the rage these days. Celebrities swear by it, your neighbors doing it, even your dog's probably heard of it. It's a weight loss wonder, but what about muscle building? Can you really trade your carbs for fats and still pack on the muscle? Now some people are skeptical. They say, muscles need carbs, right? Isn't that a thing? Well, it's time to bust some myths and crack the code on this keto conundrum. Because while it's true that our bodies typically use carbs for energy, what happens when we switch things up and start burning fat instead? So can you flex those guns while feasting on fats? Let's dive in. First things first, muscle growth isn't just about lifting those dumbbells. Let's dive into the basics of bulking up. 3 key factors influence muscle growth: progressive overload, adequate protein intake, and proper rest and recovery. Progressive overload is all about gradually increasing the weight you're lifting or the reps you're doing. This constant challenge stimulates your muscles to grow bigger and stronger. Next up, protein. This nutrient is the building block of muscles. When you work out, you create tiny tears in your muscle fibers. It's the protein you eat that repairs these tears, leading to muscle growth. Last but not least, rest and recovery. Giving your body time to heal after a workout is crucial. This is when the magic happens and your muscles grow. Now let's talk carbohydrates. In a typical diet, your body uses carbs to create glycogen, a form of energy stored in your muscles. When you're pumping iron, your body taps into these glycogen stores for the energy it needs. If you're low on glycogen, you might not be able to perform at your peak. So less carbs means less glycogen. Does it also mean less muscle? Let's find out. If you're enjoying this video, forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more fitness insights. Keto, in essence, is a fat love story with carbs playing the villain. Now, this tale begins with a drastic shift in dietary principles. The keto diet is all about high fat, very low carbs, and moderate protein. Picture this: instead of loading up on bread, pasta, and sugary treats, you're feasting on avocados, salmon, and cheese. Sounds delicious, right? But it's not just about indulging in your favorite fatty foods. There's science behind this method. When you drastically cut down carbs and increase fat intake, your body enters a metabolic state known as ketosis. In this state, instead of burning glucose from carbs for energy, your body becomes a fat-burning machine. It starts converting dietary fat and body fat into ketones, which are then used as a primary energy source. It's like switching your body's fuel from petrol to diesel. The shift might be a little bumpy at first, but once the engine is revved up, it runs smoothly. And the best part? You're burning fat almost round the clock. But wait, we're here to talk muscle, aren't we? So how does this fat-burning state impact our muscle growth? Does a high-fat, low-carb diet provide enough fuel for those intense workouts? And most importantly, can we build those dreamy muscles while on a ketogenic diet? Sounds like a fat-burning paradise, but does it support our muscle-building dreams? Before you jump into the keto bandwagon, pump the brakes. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. Picture this. You're all excited about your new keto lifestyle. You've stocked up on avocados, you're saying a reluctant goodbye to pasta, and you're ready to embrace the power of protein. But then, you hit the gym and you're feeling more like a sloth than a cheetah. What's up with that? Well, welcome to the keto muscle paradox. You see, when you go keto, your body says sayonara to carbs. And that comes with a few, let's call them challenges. First up, there's the issue of muscle glycogen. This is the stored form of carbs in your muscles. It's your muscles' favorite snack during a workout, and without it, they might throw a bit of a tantrum. When you first switch to keto, your muscles might feel fatigued faster, and you might feel like you've hit a wall. Now, this doesn't mean you can't build muscle on keto. It just means you might have to play the long game. After a few weeks, your body should adapt to burning fat for fuel instead of carbs. But until then, you might have to deal with feeling a bit sluggish. Next up, we've got the protein predicament. Normally, your body uses protein to build and repair muscles, but on a keto diet, it might start using some of that protein for energy instead. This process, called gluconeogenesis, could lead to less protein available for muscle growth. So what does this all mean? Well, it means that while you can build muscle on a keto diet, it might be a bit more of a challenge. You'll need to make sure you're getting enough protein to fuel your muscles and prevent breakdown, and you might need to be a bit more patient with your progress. So, keto could be a bit of a party pooper for muscle growth. But is it a complete no-no? Well, not necessarily. Like any good mystery, there's more to the story. So, stick around as we continue to unravel the keto-muscle connection. Spoiler alert, building muscle on keto is possible. But it's not a walk in the park. Now, let's dive into the essentials of muscle building on a keto diet. First up, protein. The keto diet isn't just bacon and avocados. Protein plays a vital role too. You see, when you're trying to build muscle, you need enough protein to support muscle growth and prevent breakdown. And on a keto diet, this might mean consuming around 1.2 to 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight each day. It's like fueling your muscle building engine. Next, let's talk calories. Remember, to build muscle, you need to be in a calorie surplus. That means you should be consuming more calories than you burn. On keto, that's going to come from healthy fats and proteins. So, don't shy away from that extra dollop of almond butter or that second helping of salmon. They're not just delicious, they're your muscle-building allies. Now let's not forget about electrolytes. When you're on a keto diet, your body tends to flush out electrolytes like sodium, potassium, and magnesium. And without these, you might experience fatigue or muscle cramps, which is the last thing you want when you're trying to pump iron. So, supplementing with electrolytes is key to keep your body in top gear. But let's be clear, building muscle on keto isn't as easy as flipping a switch. It takes a bit of planning and a whole lot of dedication. You need to ensure you're getting enough protein, eating a calorie surplus, and supplementing with electrolytes. It's a balancing act, to say the least. So with some planning, you can have your keto cake and eat it too. But is it a one-size-fits-all solution? Well, that's a conversation for another time. For now, know this. Building muscle on keto is possible. It's not a magic bullet, but with the right approach, it could be a powerful tool in your fitness arsenal. If you're determined to build muscle on keto, we've got some tips up our sleeve. It won't be as easy as saying abracadabra, but with a little planning and effort, you can be the keto magician who pulls the rabbit, or should we say, muscle, out of the hat. First things first, focus on whole, unprocessed protein sources. Think eggs, cheese, meat, and seafood. These foods not only provide the protein you need for muscle growth, but also come packed with essential vitamins and minerals. And remember, variety is the spice of life, so don't be afraid to mix it up. Next, let's talk about timing. Strategize your pre- and post-workout meals to optimize protein intake. Consider a protein-rich snack before hitting the gym and refuel with a protein-heavy meal afterward. This way, your body has the necessary building blocks for muscle growth when it needs them most. Now, if you're a keto diehard but find muscle building a bit of a struggle, don't lose heart. You may want to consider cyclical keto or targeted keto approaches. These methods involve reintroducing carbs at specific times, either on certain days of the week or around your workouts. But a word of caution. More research is needed on these approaches, so tread carefully. And here's a little nugget of wisdom. Don't forget your electrolytes. Sodium, potassium, and magnesium are crucial for muscle function, and deficiencies are common on keto. So consider supplementation to keep those muscles firing on all cylinders. But remember folks, keto may not be the golden ticket for everyone when it comes to muscle building. We're all unique with different bodies, goals, and needs. So before you dive headfirst into the keto pool, take the time to research and consider if it's the right fit for you. Remember, your health journey is as unique as you are. So before you say keto, here I come, do your homework and consult a professional. After all, even the most skilled magician needs a little guidance now and then.